Welcome to another Age of Empires forecasted game. We got in the color orange playing as the Japanese, it's Rollin. And in the color red playing as the Order of the Dragon, it's Beastie Cutie, also known as Order of the Dragon Chat, Order of the Giga Chats. Pretty much, this is what it is. What's up everybody, how are you doing? If you're enjoying this video, just don't forget to give me a like and subscribe if you want to watch more Age of Empires 4 content. We got the Order of the Dragon, which is a civilization that it's not very well explored by many, especially in the last tournament, because we didn't see many Order of the Dragon fights there. And the reason is players haven't really explore what's the potential of this civilization here, and it's a little bit hard because it's like, okay, it is the Holy Roman Empire, but it's not the Holy Roman Empire. It's a little bit different. Okay, you have stronger units, but they also cost double the population. You have stronger villagers, so how many villagers should I stop with? Like, what's the equivalent of, let's say, 100 villagers? Should I stop at 80? Or should I go for more? Because, you know, they only cost one population space and my military units are quite heavy. So there are a lot of answers that... a lot of questions that haven't been answered when it comes to the Order of the Dragon. And that's why we have Beastie with his alt account Order of the Chats figuring out how to play. So we will see if there is some interesting strategies coming from the Order of the Dragon as well as the Japanese. See, Japanese already opening up with the Towada. You'll see it's already researched, it's bugged. You don't see the Towada here in the top left corner of the screen where you see all the upgrades. But it is there. Japanese is the only civilization I think that is bugged, that you cannot see their economic upgrades, unfortunately. And we see Beastie going with the Agon Chapel. It's quite interesting just because you may think about, okay, the Order of the Dragon is more aggressive. Why don't you go to Minework, right? Like you see, I cannot check the landmark here, but basically it's acts as a blacksmith with special upgrades for their units, and it makes sense if you wanna play in feudal, if you wanna have even stronger units. The Minework basically works perfectly for this case, if you think about it. But looks like the Agon Chapel is just gonna work, just gonna inspire by 10%. But think about it for a second. Like, you may think, like, okay, the Agon Chapel only inspired by 10%, whereas the normal one, I believe, like 40% when you have the priest. Yes, that's true, but also these villagers work, carry 40% more resources. So in a way, they are... everything enhances even further. So I still believe it can be quite a good upgrade to have. We see Japanese opening up with the Kora storehouse. No surprise here. A lot of people are afraid of going to the Shinobi landmark just because it's such a high risk, high reward. Like, can you imagine you create like 20 Shinobis, you go to your enemy base, and then like you burn the town center in one hit? That can actually be a play, but I don't think we will see these players going for it because they play really safe, right? And that's kind of a risky strategy. It reminds me of Don Artie. Don Artie, it's like the guy where he knows he already loses. He already lost the game. But in desperation of winning, he always tries, you know what? Let's do a all-in. Let's do a YOLO and let's just bring everyone. Try to snap the landmarks and maybe we have a chance. And sometimes it works for him and it's very funny. Sometimes it doesn't, but anyway, he didn't expect to win anyway, so he can live very happy with either with whatever result he has. We see Beastie opening up with the stable here. Interesting choice just because the Order of the Dragon don't have, you know, just like the Holy Roman Empire, their man-at-arms are just way better than the rest of other civilizations' man-at-arms. But the horseman is like pretty strong actually. It costs 200 wood, 40 wood, basically double the resources of a double horseman. So let's see how much harassment he can do. Rollin already putting on an outpost here. It's nice outpost in placement coming just because he has the free stone coming from the gold. That's the beauty of playing the Japanese, is that you can just get this free stone for your base. And we see the horseman already will try to get something, but Rollin will get inside the outpost as soon as possible. Like BC will need to find another way to attack his opponent, and looks like it's gonna be the berries. Already have 2 horsemen here. BC going for the boar at the beginning. Interesting choice. Remember, these villagers are also stronger, they have more HP, so they can be a little bit tanky when it comes to the boar. I believe you don't need to micro that much. I don't think you will lose a villager. Interesting decision going for boar at the beginning. Now the order of the chat's gonna try to find a villager here. He's forcing his opponent to go to the town center. You can see how many idle villagers you have here. Even if you don't kill anyone, like, you're causing your opponent to stop working for the moment, and that's in a way damage, right? Because if your villagers are not working, it's also another way to cause damage into your opponent's base. Already 4 farms for the Rollin. Isn't that nice? Have that nice 4 farms for you available for free. Okay, you can have 12 here. So no wonder everyone goes for this landmark. Let's check on Beastie's base. Only sitting 1 stable. Looks like he's gonna go castle soon. But looks like Rollin is gonna be the first one. Just a little bit more food. And it's gonna be the floating gate. No surprise really, this is the go-to landmark when it comes to the Japanese. Free priests, Yoroshiros are quite good. Kansas is stable. Looks like he's gonna put it in another place. Oh, never mind, he's just gonna build it there later. BC already aging up with the Ragnis Cathedral, so we see a very similar opening for both players. Rollin playing a little bit defensively here with an outpost and putting the farms close to your base, whereas BC playing a little bit offensively, taking advantage of the strength of this civilization where your units are stronger. And instead of putting more defenses, he goes and takes control in the map and also goes Castle Age. So very similar opening for both players, both going for a fast Castle Age. 8-minute mark, kind of fast, honestly. This is where you don't want to find your opponent attacking your villagers just when you are aging up. And you don't want to lose these horsemen, they're quite expensive, it's like 240 resources. And we see Yoroshiro already in place for the stable. We're gonna see a samurai in 12 seconds, which will manage to deal a good amount of damage to these units here. Now it will be a point, now it's part of this game where it's a race where who gets the relics first. Obviously, all relics are equally distributed in this map. Let's see which one he will get first. Rollin gets the one on the middle of the map. Remember, this map, it's opponents is very close to each other, so it's very easy to be aggressive. Now see, the samurai actually takes 1 villager here. Managed to block the first attack just because they have the deflective armor charge. This priest trying to get one, but it's not gonna happen. Samurai already in place here. See more walls coming for BC, and now this is a unit that you need to take care of. The Gilded Knight. Look how much resources this costs. 280 food, 200 gold. That's almost 500 resource for 1 unit. It's pretty expensive. I can see how good this is. 36 attack. It looks like this samurai is gonna get there. It looks like this one is smaller, but actually it's because the unit is bigger, and to make it feel even bigger, like the animations are slower, right? Like they move slower because they're bigger, so it gives the illusions that they run slower, but they actually have the same speed. Do they? 1.62? 1.62, yeah, they are. See, farm transitions start going off for Beastie. It's gonna be a stable only composition here. Let's check on Japanese base. Already put the barracks there. Priest with the Yoroshiro. I think on where he will put it is it gonna be on the barracks? If you put this on the barracks, it's like having like a burger where you can just put your samurais here, like every 8 seconds you can get a samurai. If our relics are even for both players. Rollin will try to harass with what he can, but like the order of the chat, the one engage only with 1 people, and now this is a fight that Rollin cannot take. Look how strong these units are against those Japanese mounted samurais. They're pretty strong. And now you see this. Look at this chat. The priest going along to get this relic. Walls at the same time going for the Japanese. Walls already in the middle here. We'll manage to buy some time. Spearman already in position here, but you will need more than 2 Spearmen to beat 5 Gilded Knights. Looks like the priest is gonna get this one. The only contester here is the wolf. And indeed, those are not enough spearmen. Look how easy they die. And the order of the chat, of course, they have good range armor, but no +1 range armor yet. It's on the way for Beastie. Talking about upgrades, +2 attack coming for the Japanese. You can have a +3 if you wanted to. Secret site gonna be captured on the top. It's like these units. Just gonna try to be annoying with the Gilded Knights. 2 relics are ready for Beastie. 1 coming home. Another one coming home for the Japanese. Looks like it's settled down. 3 relics going out for Beastie, 2 for the Japanese. And now this is where they can focus on other stuff. Order of the chat getting those secret sites. Interesting opening only with the Gilded Knights. Now he needs to run because you don't really want to fight against those Spearmen. You're gonna lose at least one of those knights, and they're very expensive. +1 melee attack coming for the Japanese. He's noticing, hey, my opponent doesn't have any archer. I might as well get +1 melee armor, but look at how much damage they do. 36. Okay, I will do 35. No big deal. It's like, what is this? Only Gilded Knight challenge here. Look at that. Only Gilded Knights available in this. And what he's doing is a very smart thing. He's putting those priests to heal the wounded units. You gotta be careful here, you don't want to fight against those. Is this really a counter here? Like, look at that. The Spearman actually getting dented by the Gilded Knights, but actually you don't want to have like 5 Gilded Knights around those Spearmen. Sorry, 5 Spearmen are around those Gilded Knights. It looks like he cleans it up. Looks like he cleans it up. And it's a lot. It's gonna be only Gilded Knights. And if you think about it, every unit costs 2 population. So you want to take advantage of like the highest quality unit available, and obviously it's gonna be the Gilded Knight. He's researching herbal medicine just to heal those knights. And look at this, just with that you have an army that just doesn't die, right? And look at the healing. Let's take a look at this one. 63 HP. Gonna be able. Who's getting healed? Look at that. This in a blink of an eye. 63 until 400 in a second. I need to take a screenshot of this. Oh my god. This is evil. Now, all of the sudden, it's like, hey, you gonna try to go with your Spearman again? Like, think about twice, because this is already 13 knights. Look at how fast they take down. They take down this palisade walls. Spearman trying to. Bannerman is gonna join the party, giving Spearman plus 5 attack. It looks like this number of Gilded Knights is just too much. And look at this. The priest joined the party here. The priest joining the party. They don't care about the Spearman. Just gonna fight. He really don't care. Like, he honestly doesn't care about the counter units. It's like, this is not your average knight. This is the Gilded Knight. It's like having 24 knights in your base already. But if you think about it, he can easily micro and heal these units. It's like, okay, let's take a break, guys. Have a little breath. Okay, we're gonna go fight soon. Let's first gonna heal up, and he's gonna heal really fast. Look at this unit, 337 HP, and just like that, Bannerman dies in the blink of an eye. It's like he didn't even notice what he killed. More barracks going up for Rollin. It's like you're forcing your opponent. It's like, okay, you're gonna go only Spearman. Quick wall coming from Rollin. Nice reaction here. It looks like the wall is not gonna get built. Meanwhile, are we seeing more knights in production? It's not. But what we do see is the Palace of Suavia already built for Beastie. All this time where he didn't have like the villager advantage, now he will. He's just trying to get some time while he gets to Imperial Age, and when he gets to Imperial, look at how much gold Beastie has. 1.8k gold. He's gonna get those elite, let me see it, elite knights coming soon. Show me the upgrade. I'm sure it's gonna come soon. And meanwhile, Rollin raiding with not exactly the best raiding unit in the game. And we see elite Gilded Knights are coming. You don't want to fight yet against. Look at that! Look at how many Spearmen. 43 Spearmen against 12 Knights. But you know, in big numbers, the Knights become a problem here. What is this game? This is so funny. Relates. Healing. The villagers are fighting against the Spearman, and look who's gonna join. It's the Landnecht. Which the Landnecht will do a wonderful job against those Spearmen. Elite upgrades going out soon. Rollin. Let's check on Rolling space. We have a nice farm transition here. 2 TC, but does he have the army to beat the Knights? I mean, technically he's doing everything right. Like, you see your opponent going to Knights, well, you also going to Spearman. He's actually 50 Spearman. You know what? This is what we have. Let's just go for it. Look at this Spearman. I'm gonna get dented here. And look at the Lanesh. They're just gonna do so much damage here. As soon as they hit one target, they're gonna do so much damage. Look at that, one Lanesh against 3 Spearmen. Can easily do it. Priests already healing most targets. And because you don't really need a priest for anything else, just heal the units, you know. Stone on the west side of the map is gonna get contested here. Spearman trying to get any kill, but those knights keep running away and he cannot get any contact with the knights. Meanwhile, the Spearman, the ultimate raiding unit, is here, getting chased by those Langnesh. Now, Langnesh is a very special unit. It's like, if you don't know what they do AoE damage. They are a little bit squishy, but in big numbers, they can kill pretty much everything. And look at those Gilded Knights, just forcing his opponent to chase. This is forever chasing his opponent. And look at those Langnesh already going into the rolling space. And at this point, all the Yoroshiros are two production buildings, two on the blacksmith. So he's getting those passive income, 75 gold a minute. But now the Langnesh will join with the priest. And we already see the archers going out for Rollin. Definitely the right choice against those Langnesh. Don't have much range armor. Is that a man at arms? Oh, he has one man at arms here in the mix. It's gonna be harder to micro those archers to kill the Langnesh. He's massing up those archers, but remember, they're not even veteran archers. But on the side, Rollin, aging up with the Castle of the Crow. Where is it? Where's the Castle of the Crow? I don't see it. There it is. In the back of his base, not gonna be able to protect anything here. And now the knights will join the Langnesh party to push into the enemy's base. He's just going for a landmarks knife. Look at this. Meanwhile, more raiding coming up for the Spearman. But the Spearman, not the best raiding unit you can have in the game. Look at that. The knights will just get inside the base. They're just not gonna do. The Spearman are not gonna do anything against those knights if you think about it. It's already too many of them. This is not a big amount of a Spearman. The Spearman, this guy has 49 damage, 2 hits, and he kills a target. That's how strong these units are. They only need 2 hits, 3 hits for the Spearman, and in the meantime, prelates are healing each other. The real pray to win strategy, and indeed, Beastie wins this game, showing us how strong the Gilded Knight is even against Spearman. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.